Franny here. Let's talk about the LA Sparks versus the Dallas Wings game tonight. This is the first time I've really gotten to see the Dallas Wings play, but I think they're going to be a real contender. They've got a very, very solid team, and Abumawale is somebody that's leading in scoring right now. She was out of Notre Dame, and if you remember correctly, she's the one that hit the final buzzer shot that put them to the win over Connecticut that year. So phenomenal, phenomenal shooter, and great body control, great balance, great basketball IQ. So she takes on the role of give me the ball and let me score and help us out here. So she's really a pretty complete player, and I like that about her. So the other person that I thought was phenomenal was Mo Billings. Uh, they have the best offensive rebounding team that I've seen. They all like to go to the boards, and uh, the coach for the LA Sparks was smart in really trying to get his players very consciously going to the offensive board. So they were able to battle with them, especially a little bit in the first half. But the Dallas Wings eventually wore them down because their big players are all big width-wise. We have Cameron Brink, who's a little quick, but she was offset by Mo Billings, who was even quicker as far as jumping, as far as being smart, staying out of foul trouble. So that was Cameron got in foul trouble again. She started the game so strong. I think she had 12 points in the first quarter, but then she ended up getting 3 fouls. By the second quarter, she was sitting on the bench. So, but some of their bench players really came through for them, especially the gal from China, uh, Yeru, and she had one of her best games because she could battle with them physically. She was of the same size, and she had her best game of the year with both rebounding, shooting, and did super. I also was upset because we had two players go down because of a screen that was put on them by McGowan. McGowan is tough. I mean, when you run into her, you're like running into a brick wall. And you really have to school your players into calling those screens because Clarendon went out for the game. She was done for once she hit that wall. She was slow getting up, and she was smart enough to take herself out of the game, but I'm sure she had ended up having a concussion of some type and will probably be out. But they're deep in that position. I felt I felt Lexi Brown, who always starts, um, was off in her shooting once again. And one of the things that I really did well as a coach and still do well is that I just have an eye for body movement for when kids are off in their shot or watching them. All I have to do is just say, widen your stance or a better follow through. Well, Lexi needs to actually slow herself down when she goes up for her shot because when she goes up, she's leaning forward and she's a little off balance, and then she won't follow through. You have to have that gooseneck hand when you follow through. It has to be like that. And she forgot that this game. And so she started off poorly and then tried to press a little bit for her shooting, and it wasn't there. And when she came in the second half, she did a little bit better as far as being more conscious of distributing the basketball. The other gal that I felt did a tremendous job coming in off the bench was Talbot. She really passed the ball well, saw the court well, and I was impressed with her and McDonald. McDonald was a game changer. They got behind in the game by 9 or 10 points. And with McDonald in at the guard position, she really gave that team a spark, which was good for the LA Sparks. And I thought she really lifted them to get back into the game. Unfortunately, they came up 5 points short in the like 2 minutes left to go, and then Lexi threw one up, hit a shot there, and it ended up being a 1 point game. So they still have a lot to learn as a team, uh, but the Dallas Mavericks, not Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Wings are going to be a team to be reckoned with this year. I think they'll be right. I think they'll be contenders because of their offensive rebounding. They've played a very smart game, and the Sparks have a lot to learn from them. So I hope they take a good look at the game tape, and go back and do some things in the second half that they did in the first half. Offensive rebounding fell off in the second half. So you only got one shot when you give Dallas 2 or 3 shots because they go to the boards extremely well. The other person I was loving is Sechrist for Dallas. Dallas has the ability to really get some great recruits. I think Sechrist was number 1 in the nation in the NCAA with shooting, but she does everything extremely well, offense, defense. Uh, she's become one of my favorite players. So watch out for her because she is really an asset with a Boomawale for basketball IQ, can hit it from anywhere, 3 point, 2 point, offensive rebounding. So she's one of my favorite players. So again, I look forward to our commentary together, and you have a great day.